연못이 아니죠. 저 원인가? 원이네.
Korean TV series Reply 1988 takes a nostalgic trip back to the years around 1988 in Seoul. In the first and last scenes, the main characters are watching A Better Tomorrow too. We can see how the film was an important influence mark of the year. Watching Hong Kong Heroic Bloodshed films is a memory of the Korean people. The Heroic Bloodshed film genre is more than just an action film. It is about loyalty, family, and brotherhood, which are the most typical themes of this genre. It was originally invented from Hong Kong action cinema at its peak from the 1980s to the 1990s, experimenting with popularizing various new techniques that would eventually inspire Hollywood and Asian action films. The starting point is traced to one specific film by the director John Woo and the producer Tsui Hark, A Better Tomorrow, which was released in Hong Kong in 1986. It stars T. Leung, Chow Yun-fat, and Leslie Chung in the lead roles. It tells the story of Sung Se-ho and Mark, who run a criminal operation for Hong Kong Triad, printing counterfeit US dollars. Even though Ho is a successful senior in the organization and makes a lot of money, he won't involve his younger brother Kit in the business at all. Kit was unaware of his criminal activities. The betrayal of Ho and Mark's employer Shing he goes to the prison and his dad was killed by the Hong Kong Triad. Kit becomes a police officer in the hopes of reconciling. He blames Ho for their father's death, and because of his relation to Ho, this prevents him from advancing in his police career. To appreciate the depth and the bitterness of the Brotherhood conflict, Ho takes a pair of handcuffs from his younger brother and then clips onto his wrists to claim Kit is innocent of any crime. The film's cultural impact cannot be ignored. After the film, males in Hong Kong wore duster coats to emanate Chow Yun-fat's character, and teenage boys in Asian countries began to brush their hair like Leslie Chung's hairstyle in the film. What makes this film so memorable? Let's take a look at the term heroic. Some characters that are often associated with heroes, they are admired for their physical strength and bravery when in danger, involving self-sacrifice, putting the needs of others before their own, and showing commitment to their morals. In John Woo's films, action and emotion are not separate elements. The heroes are usually versatile, complex. They can be rich or poor, fearless or cowardice, and they could be decisive and won't shrink, like the heroes in Western cinema. However, they are more Eastern implicative and can also be hesitant to take action in some cases. One of the most vital elements in this film is its score, a notable theme song. The opening harmonica sets the tone and invokes nostalgia. The mood instantly transports the audience back to the year when they first watched the film. This song by Leslie is now regarded as a mark of brotherhood.
輕笑聲，在為我送溫暖，你為我注入快樂。
Narratives of disagreements, conflicts, and compromises are part of what it means to be human, contradictory but real. Policeman younger brother versus criminal older brother. Conflicts and tension are created by deep emotional themes of brotherhood and redemption. A script line from Kit: "We're on two different paths in the law." We see the protagonists in these films emotionally involved with parents, siblings, friends, lovers, bosses, and subordinates. In this film, a hero is respected for the kind and cavalier consideration. Their values, morals, and manners are the key elements that the audience would never forget. In the opening scene, Xing gives a little cough to attract Mark's attention. Mark then gives him some money to see a doctor. Then, later when Mark is frustrated, Xing throws money on the floor without any respect. Ho implores Mark to escape by himself in a boat, and Mark hesitantly agrees. Hearing the sounds of gunfire, Mark decides to return back to help Ho, even though he understands the return means his death. Acting performance is another key element that makes this film excel. Mark's look in the opening scene, a duster and sunglasses. He lights a cigarette with a $100 note. Although it is a counterfeit banknote, this is a big success moment in his life. Conversely, the scene where he nibbles chicken carefully when he is the most down, the actor creates realities that inspire and moves the audience with great detail. The aesthetic approach by John Woo is the use of slow motion. Slow motion sequences like the bullet punch, a gaping hole that fills with blood, sparks in the air, and characters staggering and falling. In the action sequences, there are only sounds of gunfire without any background music. The absence of a score is the best way to reflect the atmosphere. The director wants the viewers to focus solely on the gunfire. Bullets, white doves, and the church. The audience sees both violence and a holy presence. How popular was this film? A Better Tomorrow was a commercial success and was a box office hit, grossing over Hong Kong dollars of 34 million at the Hong Kong office, far exceeding its production budget. The film received several award nominations of Hong Kong Film Awards and Golden Horse Award, recognizing its Best Cinematography, Best Actor, and Best Director. The film also made Chow and Leslie Chung box office superstars in Asia and led to the creation of 2 sequels, A Better Tomorrow 2 and A Better Tomorrow 3. After the success of A Better Tomorrow, Hong Kong Heroic Bloodshed films have blossomed and continue to thrive. Subjects such as triad societies, smuggling, drug dealing, and prostitution. Protagonists in these films are often good-willed criminals, typically Hong Kong triad members, hitmen, or thieves. Hong Kong Heroic Bloodshed films' atmosphere includes costume, props, locations, and the visceral experiences created for the audience. Instead of saying the audience are missing the time of watching Hong Kong Heroic Bloodshed films, they are missing the heroic spirits that belong to that generation. If you would like to explore more about stylistic genres for moving pictures and interesting stories, please subscribe to this channel.